Hey, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. So we are in a new month, August 2024, and I figured we should go over all of the dividend dates that we're going to expect this month. So we've had an abysmal last 2 weeks in the market. So I think the focus is going to be more on dividend investing this month because with all of our growth investments dropping, at the very least, you can say that the dividend payments are sort of guaranteed money. And I think, I've been doing a lot of thinking about this. I think dividends are actually part of the psychology behind the appeal of dividend investing is that perceived guarantee. Because when you go to sell a growth stock, for one thing, the biggest complaint I hear is that, oh, well, I don't know how to time it or whatever. And like if you want to sell right now, when we just had, a huge, huge downturn over the last week or two, you're not necessarily going to sell at the peak. So with investing psychology, there's a huge appeal for um, guarantees, so to speak. Guarantees and easy money. Those are like the two biggest appeals that I see. So let's review our dividends or our dividend dates coming up. We should be getting them for YieldMax this upcoming week. So welcome to both of you all. Thank you for commenting. Hopefully, I'll give you all a good one today. Okay, so we'll start out with YieldMax. So we have several dividend funds that pay now. So we've got several dates to review. So the first group of funds, it's going to be our YieldMax covered call funds. So let's go look at the dates for those. The distribution schedule is going to be here. So we've got August 6th. So Tuesday, August 6th is going to be our declaration date for the majority of our YieldMax funds. The X date and the record date happen to be on the same day, which has happened for the last 3 months, and it's going to continue through the end of the year, August 7th. And so we're going to get paid by August 8th. So that's August 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. So by Thursday, we're going to be getting paid. Um, and I could actually see, like, if I wasn't working and the way the market is right now, I would actually probably be taking my dividend to live on this month. So, like I said, this little bit of a downturn we're having so far has kind of opened my eyes a little bit. And then the next group of funds, August 14th, is going to be the declaration date. The X date's on the 15th, which over the last 3 months, that's been the same and will continue until the end of the year, with the X date and record date being the same. Payment date, August 16th. So that is our payment dates for YieldMax. Keep in mind for Roundhill, we're paid weekly. So every week we're getting payments for Roundhill. Defiance dates operate on a different schedule, so we'll go over that. So let's see. Let me look up Defiance dividend. And it's no secret, I'm not a huge fan of these funds. I've had Sylvia on. Um, I'm just being honest. There's not a lot of appeal to these funds to me. Um, so let's go look at the distribution because I know some of you all are in these. Let's see, because I typically cover the YieldMax, but I'm not covering Defiance as much. I might have to go to their Twitter or their X page. Okay, so here's the distribution dates for Defiance. So it's going to be at the end of the month, which is actually so the declaration date should have actually been July 31st for this month, and we should get paid tomorrow, actually, August 5th. And then so we're getting them the beginning of the month with YieldMax, sort of the end of the month with Defiance. So August 5th should be our payment date. We just had the split, by the way, or the reverse split. I got some credit for that. So I guess I got some money back from Defiance. And then what else do we have? We have Curve Funds. So, okay, we looked at Defiance. So let's see, for anybody that's in Curve Funds, the distribution dates for these. Let's see here. Oh, it looks like it's different per fund. Okay, so we got 10 of you on. We got 2 comments so far. Um, and I wanted this to be somewhat educational about the concept of dividend investing too. So let's see. We were just paid an NFLX, AAPL, TSLP. The Tesla one is in the middle of the month. Let me actually, what am I doing here? Let me go to their actual website. Okay, let's see. Agree. All ETFs. Oh, we got a new one, Titans, KQQQ. How about this? This is Technology Titans. So it's like a technology index. Very interesting. We might need an inverse fund. So next payment, August 20th, declaration date, X date, record date 21st, payable date the 22nd. And you can see we're in Oracle, Tesla, Broadcom, NVIDIA, Meta, Apple, Amazon, Alphabet, and some cash position and some Fidelity market treasuries, I'm guessing. Okay, let's look at a sample here for TSLP. TSLP is on the same date. Okay, so we just got the dividend here for TSLP uh, for July, 49 cents, which is higher than it's been since March 19th. It's like the fourth highest for the fund, so that's pretty good. So August 20th is going to be our next date for the curve funds. And then what else am I missing here? Yeah, you're welcome. Oh, good. We got comment number 3 and number 4. Now the real question is who's going to be comment number 5? Okay, so that is Curve. So we've covered YieldMax, we've covered Defiance, Roundhill. We know already that's weekly. Curve. Let's see what else. Let's see, what's the fund that you guys all love that doesn't really do much? Crane shares. Crane shares. Clip. Yeah, the Clip fund. That one does nothing but drop, but you all seem to love it. Let's see. Declaration. Let's see. So July 30th for Crane shares was the ex-dividend date. I'm not really looking at my portfolio lately because it's been slaughtered, but I'm thinking for my next video idea, I might go ahead and cover top 5 stock picks for a Harris administration. How would that be? Let's see here. A&M Farm says, have you noticed what's going on right now? You just talking pay dates. Ooh, there's a lot of stuff going on. What do you want me to talk about? My last video, I rambled on and I lost like 6 subscribers. So what do you want me to talk about? I'm trying to ignore some stuff, whether you guys caught my drift in the last video or not. There's a, the older I get, the more that the comment or the phrase or the saying, ignorance is bliss, that makes more sense to me the older I get. So I don't know what you want me to cover. I'm in Tampa right now. We have a tropical storm bearing down on us. The weather's been nasty all day. It's been raining all day. It's been kind of depressing. I'm well aware of everything going on in the world, but I try to ignore some stuff. So I don't know what exactly you want me to cover. When YieldMax pays out the distributions, do they save some aside for YMAX and YMAG? Always wondered about that. So FEPI, oh, thank you for reminding me, by the way, indirectly. So FEPI is a rec shares one. Let's look at that dividend, actually. Let's see here. So Mr. Anthony agrees with me. Cool. Yeah, I got in a little trouble for my last video. But don't worry, I will cover the top 5 stock picks for a Harris administration in the next video. I kid you not, I will cover. Let's see here. Just read an in memoriam to crypto and the Defiance funds, really. Let's see. 36 degrees Celsius in the Philippines. I need to go to the Philippines. Maybe I'll have better luck there. Um, I'm not having too much luck with the Americans, so I'm glad I'm not in my shitty country called Canada. I like Canada, actually. I've met a lot of cool Canadians. Okay. Oh, FEPI is one of my favorites. So I know I didn't answer your question, but what I like about FEPI is FEPI's directly invested in the shares of the funds or the stocks, or so I'm told. So let's look here. So FEPI distribution date. I know I missed like the last 2 days of uploading. I don't know what's going on with me. Let's see. FEPI. So these rec shares people are funny. I know they follow me on social media, but I've never gotten them on. I don't know if anybody's gotten them on, actually. Let's see now. Okay, here's the date for these. Let's go look at these here. Okay, we just got, oh, that's right, $1.09. I covered this like a couple weeks ago. So the next declaration date's going to be at the end of the month, August 26th, payout of August 28th. So that is pretty much all of the dividend funds I want to cover. Uh, let's see here to this commenter here. He kind of commented and ran. So yeah, I mean, I don't know what else you want me to talk about, but like I said, I think I'm keenly aware of everything going on, but a lot of it I just kind of choose to like not focus on. Which, if I can give you all any advice on here, not financially related, um, and I tell a lot of people this in real life, the less you focus on stuff you can't control, the better you'll be. So, like when you're watching news or whatever, and the headlines frustrate you, which trust me, I agree, especially this past month or so. Um, there's nothing we can really do about it. We're just average people. So we just need to spend our time and energy focusing on things we can control, like to a degree, our investment portfolio. So let's see, YieldMax equals YMax. Thepi was known to keep or maintain its NAV price, same with YieldMax, but I now wonder if it's just impossible for these high yield funds to stay stable. You think? There's an idea. I would have to agree with you. Most of these are not going to be able to keep their stable NAV, and it's going to be interesting if we enter into a recession. Well, one thing we can always do, one very handy stable strategy when you enter into a recession, one like time-tested safe strategy is to change the definition of a recession, which we've gotten rather good at. Um, so when facts hit you in the face, you can always either pretend they don't exist or ignore them, which our leaders do. Don't get me going again, people, because we know how this goes. But anyway, so here's the thing: if we go into a recession, it's going to be very interesting to see how these yield max funds perform in a downturn. Jay has said, and we'll ask him about this. We're going to have him on at the end of the month. He said that they've tested this or they've back tested it in 2022 when we had that huge downturn. So, we'll see. In all seriousness, thoughts on dumping Defiance for the time being? It's not. I don't think it's a bad idea. These will not hold and tank. 70% yield. 70% of what you had is no bueno. I can control losses. Yeah, I mean, I would agree. I don't think it's a bad idea to dump Defiance. I'm not a huge fan of Defiance. So I've had the fund manager on, of course. She's nice, but being nice doesn't necessarily make up for losses, unfortunately. Anyway, all right, you all. I think I've rambled long enough, just long enough to not get myself in too much trouble. So thank you all for tuning in. Like, comment, and subscribe, and join Discord. And we will see you all hopefully tomorrow. Thanks. Take care. Stay safe. Good night. And bye.